Hello y'all. Welcome to part 2 of my Iraqi Republic playthrough in the Hearts of Iron 4 mod Novum Vexillum. Do be aware, I am also using a sub-mod called Novum Vexillum Global Conflict, and in part 1 we started justifying a war goal on Saudi Arabia that I'm just going to cancel now, because honestly I'm a little concerned about the United States of America. They may try to get involved in the Middle East in some way. So let's bring all of our troops together and just bring this Republican Guard Special Forces unit, this brigade here, make them part of Army 1, and move all of our units to this American base that is near Basra for some reason. They're here. I don't know why they're here, they just are. So move these units over to this area now and just hold the line down there just in case those American troops try to break out in one way or another at some point in the future. If they leave that U.S. naval base and start advancing into Iraq, that could be very bad. So we just got to hold the line here. We're going to have way too many divisions on the line. And let me cancel the construction of these railways that we're going to be on the Saudi Arabian-Iraqi border, and build up some land forts against this U.S. naval base just so we can deter them if we need to. And those land forts will take some time to construct, but it's fine. We're doing the focus nationalism, which will be done in about, say, approximately 50 days. And I don't know how the Americans are going to be able to advance out of their base. We have 64 divisions. The entire Iraqi military is right here just watching the Americans just in case. And we have 500,000 manpower. So I don't think they'll be able to break out if they attempt to go to war with us. They do have military access with the Kingdom of Kuwait as well as the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, so that could be a bit of an issue, but it's fine. It's fine. And nationalism will be done soon. Come on, like 40 more days now. Just hurry up. So how many divisions do they even have here? I don't know. The 2000 Concorde crash has happened. Very sad. Unfortunate accident there. And I don't know. They have at least 3 divisions in this area. And also, Iranian divisions are watching our border intently. Well, they're just looking at us for some reason. Research slot available. Let's start doing Modern Machinery 1 to get it done. Come on, get nationalism completed. Get that focus done. Getting there. Modify Officer Corps. Let's get an Artillery High Command guy, because we will give our artillery more attack as well as more defense. So nationalism is at 45 days now in terms of progress. Good. Just watching the trains leave Baghdad or go from Baghdad down to the port here in the Persian Gulf. Very nice to see some trains, I guess, in the Iraqi Republic, since honestly I'm just waiting for things to happen at this point in time, since I don't really have an invasion of Saudi Arabia to look forward to. The Kursk submarine disaster has occurred. That's unfortunate for Russia. And speaking of Russia, who's their president? Who's leading them? They have Putin. Okay. So Putin is leading them. I know in part 1 they defeated the Chechens. So I was just trying to remember who's leading them. And come on, nationalism is nearly done. The reason I had to do the nationalism focus is because it will open up centrally planned economy and all of its focuses for Iraq, and that could help us out in terms of our economy. So I'm just waiting for this focus to be completed. 7 more days to go. It is August of the year 2000. Well, nearly the end of August. It's almost September 2000. And we're just watching the Americans still. If they do anything, we'll be ready for them. We better be ready. How are these land forts going here? Build more of them. I need level 10 forts. Nationalism focus is done. Palestine refuses Israeli demands. I think an ultimatum was said there or something like that. But anyway, Israel, I don't know. What is this about? Never mind. Okay, forget it. But they refused their demands. Let's get centrally planned economy done. And this focus, once it's complete, will grant us a national spirit, which will give us less consumer good factories use, higher construction speed, a higher production efficiency cap, and higher factory output. So very good buffs there, I think. And soon it looks like we've got a few months away until the Sydney Olympics have occurred. We've got a few months to go until the U.S. presidential election will happen. And once it does, things are probably going to get very bad for us, because typically, in my experience in a previous in this mod in general, sometimes the U.S. I think they get a war goal for Iraq for whatever reason they just do. So we're just watching out. And how are these land forts going? Keep building more land forts. I need nothing but land forts in Al-Fal, as well as anything near Basra. We just gotta hold every single province to stop the expansion, stop the advance of the Americans in the near future. If they somehow get through the Iraqi army, I'll be shocked. Hey, let me get a political advisor, or no? Let me get a theorist, military theorist, yes. That will help us with unlocking land doctrines faster, for sure. And I have land doctrine research speed. It doesn't matter anymore, doesn't it? Since no setback came out. Military high command, get army logistics guy. To get less division attrition, military high command again. Don't worry about the air trainer high command. Keep watching the border. Centrally planned economy will be done soon. A few more days there. And we're just waiting 1 more month to go until the USS Cole bombing has occurred. We got 1 more month to go until the US 2000 presidential election will be. Who will get in charge? Will it be Al Gore or Bush? Who knows for this playthrough? Who truly knows? So all we gotta do is continue keeping a close eye on the Americans near Kuwait. I am always very paranoid about what they're going to be up to, because they could attack us soon. I'm just looking out. And keep waiting more. Centrally planned economy will be done soon. Good. Got about 19 days left there. We got some decisions available. Don't worry about them. There's way too many decisions to keep track of. Although, that said, do any of these give us factories? I would like factories. Any kind of factories. What do I do with factories? I want factories. Fund the arms industry. Stimulate the economy. No. I need arms factories in some way. So, take economist advice? Sure. That will help us out a little bit. Just looking at stuff here. I need factories. Lease military factories. So, that costs 150 political power. Al Gore has been elected President of the United States. Interesting. So no George Bush. No George W. Bush, I mean. George Bush. Well, there's 2 Bushes that were presidents of the USA in our timeline. But anyway, Al Gore is the President of the Americans, and I'm wondering what he's going to do. Centrally planned economy is done. Let's now complete increase investments over industry to get 2 civilian factories. And let me complete this here. I want to get organized industry 1 done. Or maybe no, let me get dispersed subversive industry. Actually now, we'll just get this. Organized industry 1. And let me look at these decisions more closely just to see how this works. So we can lease military factories, is that right? So that could be useful for us. I mean, we'll get more military factories, so I would think that'd be a good idea. Why does lease dockyards give us so many naval dockyards? Forget it, I just need military factories, I really do. Is there no way whole national parade? I could do that, yes. Maybe. Yeah, let's hold a national parade once I get the chance. Or no, never mind. I'm just looking at everything. So, is there any way to get back the consumer goods factory? Oh, 200 days. That's not too bad. I mean, is it? Yeah, that's not too bad at all. Off-map military factories are always helpful. I'm just going to just hold on to political power until I can do that, because I need those military factories for sure. So increased investments over industry is about more than, 40 days left until it's done. 19 days, actually. And do the Americans have a war goal on us yet, or do they at all? I don't know. They don't yet, so I'm keeping a close eye on that. It is almost the year 2001. And in the focus tree, increased investments over industry is still ongoing. Got about 40 days left there. America, what is your game plan? You have 4 divisions at the very least in your naval base off the Persian Gulf. I am a little concerned by that. If we have 64 divisions versus 4, I imagine, so I think we would win, honestly. With those numbers, the entire Iraqi military of, the entire Iraqi army of about approximately 400,000 soldiers versus whatever the Americans have in this naval base. I think we would win if push came to shove, unless they have their huge air force fight against us. And we're still waiting for this to be done. This focus here. Can I keep building more land forts, please, near Basra, in Basra State in general? Yes, keep improving these land forts. We've got to have these defenses ready just in case the Uncle Sam tries to do anything, which concerns me if he does. So increased investments over industry is nearly complete. Terrific. About 12, 13 days left, and still no attack from the USA, which is good. But I don't know. They may get a war goal soon as this year is up, or no. I don't know. You'd think they'd have a war goal on us. Do they? Not so sure. I'm always watching them. I could justify on Saudi Arabia again, the Sultanate of Arabia. Did they change their name? Maybe they did. Were they not? They're fundamentalists now. Weren't they monarchist? Okay, so there's a Sultanate of Arabia. At this point, increased investments over industry is done. Let's do state-owned armories to get 2 military factories, because we need more of those. And does the USA have any war goal on us at this moment in time? I don't think they do. They don't. No. Good. So keep a close eye there and increase research slot available. Let's get basic heavy equipment. And should I start justifying on one of my neighbors? I say yes. We're going to invade Syria, possibly. Why not? Just get it done. I was going to conserve enough political power, but I don't think we'll need it now, unless the Americans try to do something. And unless anything changes, we should be fine. I want to still lease those military factories, just so we can get those. And I'm just watching the USA. I'm very paranoid about Al Gore. Very paranoid about Al Gore indeed. And they are guaranteeing so many countries. Wow, I just realized that. Guaranteeing Israel, guaranteeing who else? Australia, guaranteeing Palau. A lot of island nations, like Kiribati here. I think that's an island nation anyway. They're also guaranteeing New Zealand and the Marshall Islands. Fascinating. So, still nothing from the Americans. I thought they would have attacked us by now. I thought they would. They have not done it yet. That's why, just in case they don't ever do that, we will invade the Syrian Arab Republic. Just because, well, I don't know. We'll do it because we can. We'll get that done. So keep watching the U.S. naval base near Kuwait. Very paranoid, as I've probably stated a million times by now. Keep building up the land forts. We need as many land forts. Okay, they declared war on us. Forget Syria. Forget Syria. It's go time. Can we attack? How many units do they have? Launch an offensive. Kick them out. Okay, we're going to take one province. I need one province, one victory. Could be good. Take one province from the Americans. We're not going to take the other one. Come on. Capture this place here held by the National Guard and some special forces. Deploy the entire Iraqi Air Force. Cancel that whole... Okay, yeah. Actually, don't deploy the Iraqi Air Force at all. Look at this. This is ridiculous. We can't fight that. Whatever. At least we have all those land forts for a reason. Just attack these units here. Defeat them. Here comes NATO. The entirety of NATO is going to come smashing down into the Iraqi Republic. Defeat them here, though. Is this the naval base or just a province next to it? It's just a province. So they're going to be stuck in that naval base, and they won't be able to do anything. Keep attacking, though. Keep the offensive going. Use force attack. Don't stop for the Iraqi Republic. Drive back these divisions. This is 4 divisions with 55 reserves versus the Colorado National Guard, who should not have any reinforcements anytime soon. If we can just kick them out of this naval base fast enough, we could possibly... Oh, here's some Lend-Lease from Iran. Thank you. The Iraqi War Plan. Oh, no. Now that the effect of surprise is gone, and that our troops are recovered somewhat in order, what do we do now? We have to counterattack, or we'll lose eventually. Forwards, and this will give us a national spirit called Offensive War Plan, which will grant our divisions more organization, higher army organization regain, a higher surrender limit, meaning we won't surrender as fast possibly if we start losing, and higher division attack on core territory. And the government location will keep our capital where it is, and this will put some land forts in Baghdad and Anbar, as well as give us some base war support and stability. And now let me stop justifying on Syria. It's pointless. We're too busy. We're going to be busy fighting NATO forever, essentially. Just defeat these divisions, though. Come on, Saddam's press conference. Iraqi President Saddam Hussein has just made a national address on state television to reassure his fellow countrymen as the U.S.-led invasion that was to overthrow him failed to secure Baghdad on schedule. He urged every Iraqi citizen and soldier to rise up against the invaders and to lift guns, rocks, and whatever weapon in order to resist the invasion. Iraq is still standing alone against the finest army of the world. So we're about to win this battle here with our 5 divisions against the Colorado National Guard, who are in Iraq, not Iraq, that's not the right pronunciation, but in Iraq. For some reason, just drive back these divisions, good. So this is 5 divisions of the USA stuck in this port. Just defeat them, come on, drive them back. Make sure they can't reinforce at all. They are encircled. And do they have no port? They have the port, so what's the deal? Did they lose their airbase, though? I think they did. Or no. Actually, no, they still have too many planes. That is a lot of planes. Do they have, like, aircraft carriers here or something? I'm not entirely certain. Just win this battle, and then we'll have some peace of mind, since we'll have some kind of security, since it will mean the the American-led NATO forces will no longer have any kind of land access to Iraq. And this place, this naval base, is being protected by the 101st Airborne Division, Minnesota National Guard, the 7th Special Forces Group, and the 75th Ranger Regiment. So they have quite a few good units here holding the line, but we'll have to overwhelm them, or at least try to, so that we can secure our position. And the Islamic Republic of Afghanistan, what happened there? Okay, whatever, but I just realized there's a faction between Iran and Afghanistan called the Asian Islamic Alliance. Interesting. But with that said, I think as we're fighting to kick the Americans out of the Middle East right now, I'm going to end part 2 of my Iraqi Republic playthrough in Novum Vexillum here. You can check out both Novum Vexillum and Novum Vexillum Global Conflict in the video description. A link to both mods are there. You can check them out. And besides that, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe.